Hello, my name is Hannah Hoisington. Welcome to my virtual CSA Day presentation of my senior portfolio containing a majority of my projects that I have completed during my 4 years in the Meredith College Interior Design program. First, I just have my table of contents displaying the categories that my portfolio is divided into. My concepts are written at the beginning of the page for each project, so feel free to pause the video to read those if you are interested. Some of them are rather lengthy, so I will not be reading each of them to you. First is a residential project. The goal for this project that I completed in the fall of my junior year was to practice using SketchUp and SketchUp Podium. Using the same room dimensions, I had to design a bedroom for a teenage girl, an office for a middle-aged man, and a lounge space for an elderly woman. The first rendering that you can see at the bottom of the page is the bedroom for the teenage girl, Sadie. The second rendering that you can see at the top of the page is an office for Jim. And lastly, at the bottom of the page, you can see a lounge space for Cecilia. Moving on to office design, I was able to design a corporate office for a company of my choosing. I chose to design an office for Lululemon. Through this project, I was able to continue to practice using a software program called Remodel to create the floor plans displayed to the right. Here are a few of the renderings that I created using SketchUp, including the conference room, yoga studio, lobby, and coffee lounge. Next is an Olympic lounge that I designed for the individuals participating in the Summer 2020 Olympics in Tokyo, Japan. I incorporated lots of natural aspects into my design, as well as features that are traditional in Japanese culture, such as a meditation room. I also included a stream and plant wall, which you can see on the floor plan, creating a barrier between the private and public lounges. I created renderings of the private lounge, public lounge, and snack bar areas. Again, here you can see the plant wall with the Olympic logo displayed on it. For this next project, I designed a holistic day spa for individuals with multiple sclerosis. In the top right, you can see the logo that I designed for the spa. The owners of the spa live within the Ames Center, and these are a few of the renderings inside of their living space. Moving on to educational facilities, 2 fellow interior design students and I worked on designing a playroom for autistic children called the Great Indoors Playroom. We focused on bringing the outdoors in through the use of wood and earth tones. In these renderings, you can see that we used cloud-shaped acoustic panels on the ceiling and a chalkboard wall to make the space more playful. For this next project, I was able to do a remodel of the first floor joiner bathroom. I really enjoyed working on this project because I was able to go in to the joiner bathroom and take measurements of the space and then redesign in a way that I thought would be more functional and appealing. I chose mostly neutral and calming colors and added interest with a wallpaper accent wall. I included a few of my art projects that I have completed at Meredith. The top project is a stamp that I created in Adobe Illustrator using a photo that I took while I was studying abroad in Italy. The bottom project is a wire sculpture of a chickadee that I made in the 3D art course here at Meredith. Next, in the top left, is a value painting that I completed in the 2D art course at Meredith using a photo of my cousin shown in the top right. If you squint, the painting and the original photo look very similar. On the bottom is CD packaging that I designed for an artist named Hosier using Adobe Photoshop. Lastly, I put just a few photos that I have taken. Most were taken while I was studying abroad. The photo in the top right was taken at Hoisington in New Zealand, and the bottom left was taken in Sydney, Australia, of the Opera House and Sydney Harbour Bridge. Thank you so much for your time, and I hope that you enjoyed seeing my portfolio.